Welcome back to Self-Love Ignited. Today, I am answering the question, can't I just lose weight to feel better in my body? It's going to be a good one.
My name is Katie Allen, and this is Self-Love Ignited. Let's get to it.
Alrighty, welcome back. Can't I just lose weight to feel better in my body? This is a question I have gotten time and time and time and time and time again. And it's a big one. And listen, I get it because in my life, I have asked this question, I don't know, a few dozen times, I'm sure, maybe more. Um, and it's a big one, right? It's a big one. When you are in this place of really feeling crappy in your body, hating what you see in the mirror, picking yourself apart, being really, really judgmental, thinking, I've gained weight, I'm flabby, I'm this, I'm that. The obvious, the surface level answer is, well, just change what's on the outside, right? Just change what you see in the mirror, lose weight or do whatever you need to do on the outside. Just change that and then you'll feel better in your body. And you know what? First off, before we get into it, I am never going to tell you not to lose weight. Okay. I'm not that person. I believe that if you want to lose weight, you absolutely are entitled to. And also, I believe that you can do that in a loving and kind way. Okay. So I'm not anti-weight loss, but I will tell you, I am anti lose weight to feel better in my body. Right. So the answer of can I just lose weight to feel better in my body is like, oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no. No, you can't. No, you can't. Why is that? Okay. So let's dive in. So my answer is that no, you can't because of a few reasons. Number one, it's going to help short term. Okay. Like I'm not dumb. I get it. It's going to help you feel better short term. Everybody likes that little win. You look in the mirror and, ooh, you feel better. And here's this. But you know what? You are building on a rocky foundation. A rocky foundation. If you are, especially if, your self-worth, your self-respect, your self-belief, your self-confidence, if all of that is hinging on your outward appearance, the fact is your outward appearance will change through your life. It will change. And you know what? It is a damn privilege. It is a privilege. Not everybody gets to wake up in the morning. Not everybody gets to grow old. Not everybody gets to have gray hair. Not everybody gets to be the age where they have lines on their face. Not everybody gets that. And if you woke up this morning, lucky you, you are here. But what that also means is that our bodies are constantly changing, right? You are different today than you were yesterday, and tomorrow you are going to be one day older. That means that gray hairs come. That means that lines on your face come. And that means that weight distribution changes, right? Our bodies are not the same. I'm in my 30s right now. My body is not the same than it was in my 20s. It's not the same than it was when I was a teenager, right? It is constantly changing. And I am sure that tomorrow, next week, next month, a decade from now, I am going to look different again, right? We cannot stop that. No matter how hard we try, we cannot stop it. And you know what? When the outside of you, your container, your body, when that inevitably changes over time, if your self-worth, self-belief, self-respect, self-confidence, if all of that is hinging on you looking the same, on you looking a certain way, it's going to crumble. And you are literally going to be exactly in the exact same place than you are now. And like, I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a really good idea because you're just repeating the same really crappy cycle of feeling bad, changing something on the outside, hoping it's going to work. Maybe it works temporarily for a little while. And then guess what? Things change again. And then you're just doing it again. And you're always trying to play catch up. And like, even just me saying this feels stressful. Like, no good. Like, it's not a long-term solution, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Again, if you want to pursue weight loss, if you want to pursue fitness, if you want to change your body, you have every right to do that. I'm not telling you not to do that. What I'm saying is do not hinge your self-belief, self-respect, self-confidence, self-worth on your physical appearance. Do not expect your body and how you look to change how you feel on the inside. Not long-term, not long-term. The solution? Switch it. Go from the inside out. Instead of changing the outside and expecting it to change how you feel on the inside, switch it around. Let's change how you feel on the inside. And then that can permeate to the outside, right? So that means starting with self-compassion. That means starting with being kind to yourself, right? Starting with stopping that self-criticism, that self-judgment, and really coming to a place of acceptance. And the beautiful thing is, and there have been studies done on this that have shown time and time again, that when you start with that self-compassion, self-kindness, self-acceptance, when that is your foundation, number one, it can create physical changes on the outside, right? So when you start with that, it has shown to help like assist with positive changes in your physical health. It has shown to assist in positive changes in mental and emotional well-being. It has shown to have positive changes in pursuits of weight loss and reducing obesity when you start with self-compassion, self-kindness, self-acceptance, right? So it has shown that it can actually affect things on the outside when we start with the inside. It can create those other shifts, right? It can create those other shifts. So you're like, okay, Katie, I hear you. So I can't just lose weight to feel better in my body. I have to start from the inside. I need to start with the inside stuff, which can then go to the outside, because you know what? The inside stuff is the solid stuff. Because what I want for you is to feel really great about who you are and great about your appearance, but like have that be from the inside, so that as your body changes, as you get older, as you get more gray hairs, as your weight fluctuates, as your body, as the fat sits in different places on your body, we know that as hormones change, that happens. For women, maybe you are going to get pregnant and have a baby. Maybe you're going to get some stretch marks. Maybe different things are going to happen. When you're solid on the inside, when things change on the outside, yeah, it might sort of touch the things on the inside, might give them a little tickle, but it's not going to shatter them. Right? So we get to really have that solid foundation. So how do you actually start? Now, if you're watching this on video, I'm going to share my screen with you. If you are listening to the audio of this, I will read out everything that's on the screen. Okay. So you don't worry. You're not missing out on anything. Let me just pull this up. Now, there we go. If you recently came to my Get Seen to Get Paid training that was specifically for women in business, this slide will look familiar. Okay. This is a slide. This is a small portion of that training that happened, but I wanted to share it here on the podcast as well, just in a smaller condensed version, because there are things that you can do today to help. There are things that you can do today to begin to feel better within yourself, to begin to step towards that self-acceptance, that self-compassion, right? We can start today. So here are 8 things that you can do today to help. So I'm just going to go through them one by one. Number 1, get curious about where your inner programming comes from. Curiosity over judgment. What the heck does that mean? That is coach speak right there. So your inner programming is essentially all of the beliefs and stories that live within your subconscious that come from, generally speaking, they come from childhood, right? So that can be things like, especially when we talk about our bodies, right? It's like if you grew up and saw your mother or your grandmother or your big sister or your aunts like dieting and always trying to change their bodies and standing in front of the mirror and pinching themselves and going, oh, don't I look disgusting? Then in your head, you very well could have internalized a story such as being fat is bad. Being thin is the only way to, get a partner or be desired or find success or find love. So that is some examples of inner programming. So just get curious about those inner beliefs, those inner thoughts, and use curiosity over judgment. This is a really big one, right? So when we are judging ourselves, when it is like, oh, I'm so fat, oh, I'm so lazy, I'm disgusting, I'm this, I am wrong, I am bad, I am not enough, get curious about it. Go, isn't it interesting that I have this story in my head that being fat is bad? Where did that come from? Isn't it interesting that I am judging myself for being lazy when in fact, part of me knows that I am incredibly hardworking and my body is not a reflection of my work ethic, right? Just isn't it interesting? The curiosity can break a pattern of judgment when you find that you're judging yourself, when you're being really hard on yourself, going, oh, isn't it interesting? I'm doing this again. Wow, look at that. It creates a pause in judgment, and it can help you just see it from a different perspective, really. It's a big shift. Number 2, another thing you can do today, see yourself as a whole person. Remember that you are not a body. You are a powerful being. You are a powerful soul with a mission to accomplish, who just happens to live inside this body. That is what I believe anyway. That is what I believe, that we are not our bodies, right? That's why I could cut off your legs, you would still be you. I could cut off your arms, you would still be you. I could shave your head and you would still be you, right? These body parts do not define us. They are not who we are. We are simply living inside of this human body for our time here on this planet. And when we can sort of take a step back and get a new perspective and see ourselves as a whole person, a whole being who just happens to be inside this body, it can also help to create that shift. Number 3, spend time with people who make you feel valued and supported. All right, we all have those people in our lives who really like to tear us down, or who really like to impart some wisdom or some advice that is maybe not super helpful. Maybe it could make you feel unsupported, not valued, not seen, right? So find people who make you feel seen, find people who make you feel heard. This can be a coach, a mentor, this could be a friend, it could be a sibling, it could be an acquaintance, right? But just find people who really make you feel valued and supported, and spend time with them as much as possible. Number 4, care for your physical, mental, and emotional health the way you care for a loved one. This is a non-negotiable, my friends. This is a non-negotiable. Would you treat your daughter like crap? Would you tell your daughter, if she was feeling really, really bad about herself, oh, honey, just lose a little bit of weight and then you'll be happy. And then you'll find love, and then you'll be successful when you're smaller. Would you ever say that to your child? Would you ever say that to your best friend? No, you wouldn't, right? You wouldn't say those things to them, yet you somehow say it to yourself. So care for yourself the way you would care for a loved one. And sometimes that's like drink enough water and get some sleep. Sometimes it is noticing your internal dialogue. It might be caring for your mental health, right? It might be journaling, it might be meditating, but do it in a loving way. Number 5, get out of your head and into your body. Bonus points for spending time in nature, right? It's been proven that spending time in nature and getting moving can shift your emotional state. So if you are feeling really down, if you are feeling really crappy in your body, if you are really judging yourself, you have got to get out and move. You've got to get out and move. We need to move that stuck energy through your body, get it out into the world, just get it out of you so that you can start doing what actually feels good. So this could be something as simple as going for a walk. It can be doing some yoga, it can be stretching. It could be doing like a HIIT workout, going to the gym, a boxing class, going for a run. It doesn't really matter what it is. It can be dancing. I love dancing. That's a really great one. But you've got to move. Number 6, practice positive self-talk, right? Call yourself out when you're being a bully. When you notice that, like, oh, what's wrong with you? You're worthless. You're never going to amount to anything. Look at you. You're so fat. Nobody's going to take you seriously. By the way, I use all of these examples because this was me, right? This was my self-talk years ago. So if you identify with any of this, just know that I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm simply reflecting the old version of me before I did this work within myself. Okay. So practice that positive self-talk, right? Call yourself out when you're being a bully. Notice your words. Your words matter, and what you focus on grows. So if you are repeating to yourself day after day after day, you're fat, you're lazy, you're disgusting, you're worthless, you're fat, you're lazy, you're disgusting, you're worthless, you are going to believe that, right? It is going to become your truth. But if you start noticing that, you use that curiosity that we talked about before, and you go, whoa, 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 where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? Do I want this to continue? Ask yourself that question. Is this who I want to be? No. Who do I want to be instead? And then begin intentionally. And this is a practice, right? There is no switch that we can magically just like turn off and on, but it is a practice. Start. Call yourself out when you're being a bully. Change that self-talk. Number 7, be actively critical of media messages and images that make you feel like you should be different. Do a social media detox. This is a big one. It's really important. If every time you, open up your Instagram or your Facebook and you're scrolling and there are accounts that make you feel like you're not enough, or like, oh, I'll never be like her, I'll never look like her, oh, I could never have what she has, is that really helping you? Sometimes, and I totally used to do this, sometimes we think that if we see other people that it's going to inspire us. And you know what? Sometimes it can. This person has what I want. This is going to inspire me, almost like a vision board, right? Sometimes it can be helpful, but sometimes it can be hurtful, because if we see those messages and instead of being inspired, we judge ourselves, instead of being inspired to like, oh yeah, I could totally do that, that's the direction I'm going. If you open your social media and you're just like, I am disgusting, I am never going to be like this person, oh my goodness, look what she's got, look at who she is. Like, is that really helping you? It's not, right? So unfollow, unsubscribe people or accounts who are not serving you, who are not lifting you up. And then number 8, when you are having a loud inner critic day or questioning yourself a lot, journal it out. Right? Get it out, journal it out or talk it out. This could be, sometimes I personally have done video journaling in the past. I like to speak. Obviously, that's why I have a podcast. I like to speak though. So I have literally turned on the camera on my phone and just recorded myself on video and just spoken. I have also journaled. I do like to journal most days as well. This could also just be speaking with a friend. But when you are being really critical of yourself, sometimes just getting out of your own head, whether on paper, whether in words, whether with yourself or another person, that can be huge. So these are 8 things that you can do today to begin to shift the way you feel about yourself that have nothing to do with changing your body. Okay. And this is a really big one. So I'm just going to stop sharing. So I'm back on the whole video, if you can see me. Sorry, where'd you go? There you went. Okay. So, I mean, those are really big things, right? And again, all of those things are something that you can do today. They are within your control. You have all of the tools to do them right now. You can start. And you know what, when we do this work on a deeper level, right? When I'm doing this work with one-on-one clients, we go deeper. We go deeper into all of this. We get to the subconscious, we get to that childhood programming and the thoughts and beliefs and what do you think is true. We look at your inner critic, we find out what they want for you, and we begin to ask your inner critic to become your friend and express things in a more loving way, right? Like, there is a lot of layers to this work, but you are also completely empowered to begin right where you are. Self-love, self-acceptance, self-compassion starts today with you right now. All you have to do is choose it. And if you're listening to this and you're going, Katie, I still feel like I can't, like I still feel like I don't have the tools, or you're going, I know that I need more. I know that all of those things that you just said, I could do them. Maybe you have done some of them, but I just know that I need more. I need deeper. I need more in depth. Book a free call with me. Okay. I do still have a couple of spots for one-on-one clients to start before the end of the year. I generally work in a 3-month container. So 12 weekly sessions over the course of 3 months. Of course, over Christmas, we'll have a week or 2 off. That is completely negotiable. But I still do have a couple of spots open. So if you are in this place where you are like, I'm ready to do more, I'm ready to do this work, I'm ready to feel really amazing about who I am. If you happen to have an online business and you're also like, I really want to show up in my business differently, I want to show up as a confident leader, I want to feel great about putting myself out there on video and audio and spreading my message and feeling confident about who I am as a business owner, oh my goodness, can we please speak? I would absolutely love to talk to you. If you don't have a business, but you still want to show up as a leader in your life, you still want to show up with confidence and clarity in who you are, let's talk. Okay. Book a free call. That is the very, very first step. There is a link to that in the show notes below this. Or if you're watching the video, it's going to be down below this. But I would love to chat with you. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, take these 8 steps that I have given you today, put them into action, get started. You can change your life today. One decision. You just have to choose yourself. That's it. That's it. Have a good one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. So much love to you. I'll see you next time.